Evening, guys. Just got home from work and Dad brought the Great Plains drill over. He drilled some vetch and I think it was radishes or turnips. I don't remember. But I sucked some seed out of here for him. It's just a little bit left in there in the cups. I'll just turn that on so it can cycle through there and get cleaned out, and a little bit of that will end up on my ground. Not really enough to amount to much. And then I got my vacuum out here. I'm gonna suck the orchard grass seed out of this old drill. We're gonna put it in the no-till drill, and then I'll add to that. But I wanna go ahead and make sure I use up this little dab that I got in here. So I've ended up putting 2 bags and a little bit out of the next one. So I probably ended up doing like 110 pounds on that 5 acres. So I actually ended up being a little over 20 pounds to the acre. That's okay. I've got about 140 pounds left to do this 4 to 5 acres, and some spots in the backfield that had kind of gotten killed out. So we'll be good. I'm not gonna plant that tonight. I'm gonna get everything ready so then I can just go tomorrow and be done with it. Let's go drill some orchard grass. For orchard grass, the book said I need to go up to speed 2, and I've got her set on 50. You can't really see it, but I've got it set on 50. 55, I set that on gear 2, 55. That puts me right at 20 pounds the acre, so I just went a little bit under that. So I think I'm at 17, 18 pounds an acre. For no-till, and especially I want to make sure I get plenty of seed in there. So we'll have to get out in the field. I'll have to see how deep we're going. I don't want to go too deep. Obviously, I don't want it just sitting on top since it is grass seed. I've got 1 whole bag and then the partial of another, probably only 5 or 10 pounds out of it. So I've got just under 100 pounds, 90 pounds or so. Should be nearly enough to finish this whole field, and then I'll put the rest of the last bag in, finish this field, and we'll go to the back. And I got some low spots that kind of died out around the ditch, some low spots out in the field that we're gonna plant. Make sure I don't destroy my little tractor with this drill. Didn't do it, we're good. All right, let's go to the field. First things first, gotta make sure we've got the drive engaged, like that. And then I'm gonna have to actually go a little bit before I can tell if the coulters and the openers and the closers are situated, set correctly. All right, so I don't know if you can tell. Here's where the opener, let's see here. That's how deep the opener's going. It's about a 1/2 inch. That's about perfect, actually. Coulters aren't cutting too deep. I think we're set pretty good, actually. I don't see any seed coming out, though. So I'm gonna have to check that and make sure we're doing all right. All right, guys, so I cranked the handle a bit. Still couldn't see it, so I raised the drill up, and now I can see. Well, you can see, but there's a pile there. Pile right up there. There's a pile right there. Pile over there. Pile over there. So we're good. Let's make our first pass. I'm kind of torn. I would have liked to have sprayed this. But I think it's going to be all right. And what's out here right now is not going to be out here next year when it really starts growing. So spraying really accomplishes very little. Maybe keeps a few things from going to seed. But like I said previously, next year my plan in the spring is to spray some Prowl H2O to keep some things from germinating, keep the seed from germinating. Hopefully that takes care of a lot of it. warm season, late season grasses and stuff. That's my plan. Just got both ends done. Start on the rounds back and forth. Won't take long. It's only probably 4.5 acres now that I've cleared over here by the road. I'm going to stop on this next round, get out, check the hopper, make sure we're not feeding a disastrous amount of seed out, that we're actually moving some seed. I've got seed coming out of all my tubes, just got to make sure I'm not, it's hard to tell exactly, but make sure I'm not putting way too much seed out at least. Really the road. Man, my back glass is filthy, guys. Hey guys, I can tell that it's feeding. You can see that. There's still a lot of seed left in here, so that's a good thing. And I forget that this one has a float on it. Tell you how much you got left. This needle right here. Man, a little stiff. Anyways, alright, I think we're pretty well ready to roll now for sure. Until, of course, something happens. Until that time, we'll continue as though nothing's going to happen. On we go. See here, from here over, and then I didn't do right up against the road. I'm gonna do that last. I just want to see how many acres it says this part here is. See how, I know how many it is. I want to see how close this meter is on this thing. So we're at 813.7. So we've done about 2.5 acres actually. 811.2 is what it was on. So I'll be darned. That's right about half. Because this here should be 4.3. If you figure that over there, it's probably between 4.5 and 5, so it's gonna be really close to 5. So we'll see what the meter says whenever I get done. Open this up, see what she looks like. Yep, she's feeding. We're feeding quite a bit, but I think we're doing pretty good actually, because I expect to run out before I get done with this field if I put the right rate on. I shouldn't say I expect to run out, but I expect moving it around so it goes in the slots, because this stuff bridges up real bad and it doesn't flow real well because it's so light and fluffy. Headed back to the tractor. I did pick up a helper though. Didn't I, Cade? Can you say hi? You ready to plant some orchard grass? He says, yep, he's ready. Covered 4.1 acres, which is really close to what I think that is. I think that's 4.3, so pretty close. I'm going to drill this over here by the road. It does have some orchard grass already, but it's kind of spotty here and there. So we're going to go ahead and drill that, and then we're going to head to the back, drill that back there. All right, guys. We finished up in the backfield. We ended up covering 10 acres, so actually it covered more in the backfield than I did up here. A little over 5 acres, so I had 5.3 back there, 4.7 here. And whenever I parked up here, I looked in the hopper and there is no seed left. So I don't really know exactly when I ran out. I knew I'd be close. I didn't really think it'd be completely out, so that's kind of a surprise to me, but I didn't think I covered that much ground either. It really adds up when you're just kind of catching patches and stuff. But anyways, we got the seed in the ground. We'll see. Hopefully those patches fill in back there, and hopefully we got a good stand out here. We'll be good. I'll be happy with it. So In the morning, I'll get this thing set up for transport, get it unhooked, and get it back to the NRCS office. All right, me and the kids are gonna go eat some Mexican. Catch you guys later.